Every gamer has heard this promise. If you train enough, you'll make it. But what if that promise is an illusion? A carefully constructed digital illusion, not to motivate you, but to keep you trapped inside the game. Today, millions of young people dream of becoming pro players. They dream of making a living from the game, from streaming, from pixelated fame. But the math is cruel. Out of millions, only a few thousand actually make it. And even then, at what cost? The dream is sold as meritocracy. Whoever dedicates themselves wins. Whoever is good gets noticed. But in the real world of gaming, talent is only part of it, and perhaps the smallest part. Algorithms decide who gets visibility. Luck determines who goes viral. And networking chooses who is remembered. The gamer believes they master the game, but in reality, it's the game and the system behind it that masters the gamer. While a few streamers make millions, thousands stay up all night, chasing the same luck and believing that failure is their fault. Digital meritocracy is the most convincing lie of the gaming era because it turns inequality into lack of effort and makes the player blame themselves for using a game that was never fair. Maybe the problem was never you. Maybe the problem is the system that convinced you to believe that talent and effort are enough in a world governed by algorithms. After all, in an ocean of millions of players, who decides who will be seen? Talent or the invisible code? Behind every gamer's dream, there's a gear turning, silent, precise, and profitable. The dream of becoming a pro player isn't just a modern ideal, it's a product. And like any product, it has a whole market behind it. The industry discovered something brilliant: selling hope. 7.1 surround headsets that promise to improve your aim, chairs that boost performance, courses and coaching that swear they can turn any player into a pro. But in the end, all of this feeds the same machine, the machine of the illusion of progress. You're not buying a mouse, you're buying the feeling of being one step closer to success. The gamer economy moves billions, and the fuel for that economy is your desire to be seen. With every update, every skin, every loot box, the industry teaches you a cruel lesson. You are never good enough, but you can buy the feeling of being so. Microtransactions and loot boxes aren't simple mechanics. They are dopaminergic traps. Each click releases a small dose of pleasure, a fragment of victory that keeps you trapped in the cycle. And so the game, which should be a refuge, becomes a simulator of emotional labor. You play, pay, play again, and believe you're progressing, when in reality, you're just spinning inside a gear that profits from your hope. The truth is, the system doesn't need everyone to win. It only needs everyone to believe they can, because it's that belief, not talent, that keeps the machine running.
Every dream has a price, but few realize how much it costs to keep the gamer's dream alive. Behind the quick reflexes and the highlight reels full of glory, there are endless hours of training, sleepless nights, bodies and minds pushed beyond their limits, all in search of a perfection that never arrives. Professional players train 8, 9, sometimes 12 hours a day, and when they make a mistake, the error is not just a failure. It's an attack on their very identity. Each defeat hurts like a personal failure. Each missed kill is a cruel reminder you're still not good enough. Burnout has become an epidemic in esports. Digital athletes fall ill like workers of their own passion. Bodies tremble, sleep vanishes, anxiety becomes routine. The pleasure of playing is replaced by a silent obligation. Maintain performance, no matter the cost. The game that once served as an escape from reality becomes the prison itself. And the most perverse thing is that the system calls this dedication. But in practice, it's just self-exploitation disguised as love for what you do. The player who started out for fun now plays for emotional survival. And victory no longer brings joy, it brings relief. Relief for not having failed. The price of performance is this: turning pleasure into pressure and making the gamer believe that pain is part of the game.
At some point, playing stopped being about having fun. The game, that space of freedom, of experimentation, of pure curiosity, was colonized by the logic of performance. Today, the player no longer plays to enjoy themselves. They played to win, to climb the ranks, to show they're better. Fun turned into productivity, leisure turned into work, and rest into a sin. We can call this the performance society, a world where nobody needs a boss anymore because everyone exploits themselves. And within games, this idea has flourished perfectly. The game seems to live inside a magic circle, a space separate from the real world, where nothing is serious, where everything is allowed. But that circle was broken. The game stopped being a refuge. Now it demands results, goals, rewards. There is no pause anymore, only progress. And the more we chase winning, the less pleasure we find. It's a cruel paradox. The pursuit of fun makes us lose the fun itself. What used to be play became routine. What used to be freedom became performance. And the player, once master of the controller, is now controlled by it. Maybe the true defeat isn't losing the game, but losing the reason to play.
After so much time trying to win, some players finally realize that the true victory isn't in winning, it's in getting back to playing for real. The slow gaming movement was born from this realization, a quiet resistance against haste, performance, and comparison. These are games that don't demand goals, don't punish mistakes, and don't ask you to be the best. They simply invite you to be there, present. It's a return to the essence, to play not as an escape, but as contemplation. Some former pro players discovered this in practice. After years of competing, they found freedom in the simple act of playing with no purpose, no metrics, no audience, no need to prove anything. Because true enjoyment isn't at the top of the leaderboard, but in the moment you forget the leaderboard exists. Liberation isn't abandoning games, it's reclaiming the right to play. It's understanding that a game has value in itself, regardless of wins, likes, or views. When the gamer rediscovers playfulness, they heal. Because play is what keeps us human. Maybe the secret was never to beat the game, but to remember why we started playing in the first place.
In the end, maybe the true achievement isn't winning the game, but reclaiming the right to play, the freedom to make mistakes, to get lost, to have fun, without having to prove anything to anyone. Because when the game stops being pleasure and becomes an obligation, it's us who are being played. And if you've made it this far, take a breath. Remember your first game, the feeling of discovering something new, without hurry, without comparison. That's the victory no one can take from you. If this reflection made you see the gaming world differently, leave a comment. I want to know when the game stopped being fun for you. And if you want to help spread this idea, share the video, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. Because maybe the true game is rediscovering the pleasure of playing.